Welcome back to my channel. This is Zoya's Affairs. If it's the first time of tuning in, you are highly welcome. And to my returning subscribers, I am super grateful and excited. So today on this channel, I'll be sharing with you guys how I'm going to make my eggplant sauce, which is also known as garden egg sauce. So to begin, in here, I'm just showing you guys the pepper mix which I'll be using. I have some tomatoes, some scothbonnent pepper, some paprika pepper, and I also have some onions. So I'm going to get this washed now. I'm going to wash this thoroughly and I'll begin to prep the peppers. I'll cut the tomatoes in half just to know that it is okay, that it doesn't have any obstacle inside it, or what I call it. So I'll put them inside the blender and I'll blend the pepper mix. I'm also going to keep one tomatoes because I need to cut that into cubes and I'm going to set it aside. So after blending the pepper, I'll set that aside and I'll go ahead and cut the remaining tomatoes which I keep, and I'll also slice the onions and I'm going to set that aside as well. Here is a garden egg, the green one which I'll be using. There are actually different kind of garden eggs. We have the green color, some are whitish in color, some are like purple in color. You know, it's different size and different colors and in different shapes, but this is the one I'm using today. I'm using the green one. And I'm going to cut it in cubes and put them inside my pot to cook it. I'll cook this on medium-low heat just to make it soft enough. When a knife or a fork can drive through easily, then you know it is properly cooked. It is well cooked. I'm going to pour it into a strainer and allow it to drain real well. So after draining it, I'm going to set that aside and I'll bring out my mortar, my small mortar and pestle. I'll start by pounding the garden egg, the cooked garden egg. I'll pound it not so smooth, just give it a roughly pound, and I'm going to set that aside. So here I'm showing you all my ingredients I'll be using for this recipe. In here I have the blended pepper mix, the roughly blended pepper mix. I have some onions which I've also chopped into cubes. I have some tomatoes which I've chopped into cubes. Then I have some crayfish powder. I have salt, I have seasoning cube, and here is the fish which I already washed earlier, the mackerel fish, the smoked mackerel fish which I've washed earlier. So in a dry pan, I'm putting it on the fire, let it heat up, then I'll pour in my palm oil. Once I pour in the palm oil, I'll let it heat up, not too hot. Then I'll go in with my onions, pour in the chopped onions. I will stir that in for a bit, for like 2 to 3 minutes until it is well translucent. Then I'm going to add my crayfish powder. I'm also adding the salt. Then I'll continue to fry this on medium to low heat. Once it's fried, I'll pour in my blended pepper mix. I'll mix it together, let everything combine with the oil. I'm going to combine everything together like I'm doing. After that, I'm going to cover the pan and let it fry. I'm covering this halfway, not that halfway, but I'm just letting some air out of it so that the pepper can fry and not boil. After about 10 to 15 minutes of frying, I'll come back to check on the pot. As you can see, the oil has already started to float on top. There you know that your stew base is getting to the point. It is almost done or almost ready. So as you can see, it is well fried. Now that it's fried like this, I'm going to just mix everything together. Then I'll come in to add the smoked mackerel, which I have deboned and washed. I'm also adding the chopped tomatoes, which I kept earlier. I'll stir that in, turn it together, let everything combine together. After stirring that in real well, I'm going to cover it so it can simmer together. I'll let that simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes again. Then I'll come back to check on it. It is well cooked now, it is well fried. I'm going to turn everything together. I'm going to mix everything together. Once everything is well mixed, then I'm going to add in my mashed garden egg. I'm going to mix it together. I'll continue to mix it, stir everything in well, let it combine together. Make sure all the garden egg is well combined into the stew, or let me call it into the fried pepper. So I'll mix it and combine everything well together. As you can see, I'm combining it. Look at that. Look at how it's done to. It is well cooked. It is done. It is ready. And it is so delicious. The aroma in my kitchen right now when the garden egg was mixed into it was heavenly. The aroma was divine. So this is our garden egg sauce, also known as eggplant sauce. So the sauce is ready now. It is served. Look at that. So all that is left now is to serve and enjoy with love. You can serve this with some boiled plantain, either ripe plantain or unripe plantain. You can serve this with some sweet potatoes. You can serve this with boiled yam, just anything. And guys, I have even tried this with some boiled rice and it was so delicious. It was so delicious, guys. So this is our garden egg sauce, also known as eggplant sauce. So if you have watched this video up to this moment, please give me a thumbs up, share and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Like my videos, comment and let me know what you think about my garden egg sauce. Thank you all for watching. Love you so much. See you in my next one. Bye.